It's another NISA night under the stars on 11 Sports, though tonight, not just under the stars, but amongst them. Michigan Stars and Gold Star Detroit meet for the third time this year. Nice to have you here, everybody. Mason Lowry and Brendan Goforth with you. And hey, who doesn't love a local rivalry like this?
Oh, absolutely. Here we are for some Friday night soccer here on the pitch. The Stars against the Star. It's going to be a good one.
Well, these two met not too long ago, just last Thursday. It was a home match for Gold Star Detroit, played at the home of the Michigan Stars right here in Romeo. It took a late winner from Leon Marich in stoppage time to eke out a 3-2 win. Anthony Bowie scored the first two goals for the Michigan Stars that night. He will miss the second consecutive match due to injury, though he will be back soon. And Junior Rosero, who scored twice for Gold Star, not available at all tonight. So there are a lot of changes for both sides. When you take a look back at starting 11s from the start of the season to now, they don't look all that similar, really.
And you know, it really just comes down to that next man up mentality. If you're on the squad, you got to be prepared at any given moment to go out there and give your all, give your best for your team, and just go out there and put together the best you can. And that's what we're going to be looking at here tonight. Both of these squads are a little banged up, got some injuries, so it's going to be what team can go out there, put together their best, and come out with the win.
Yeah, neither side able to fill an entire bench, as a matter of fact. I'll run you through the teams. Tatenda Makruva, the captain, no surprise in goal for Michigan Stars. He started every league match this year for the home side. Yakov Shmelev, Robert Yunchai back in the starting 11, as is Prosper Figby. Kotaro Umeda in midfield. Leon Marich up top, 6 goals on the season, highest scoring Michigan Star. Niels Lelouch makes a second straight start. Andres Schalbad. Andrew Barrowman, the new man, will play his third league match for the Stars, having signed from Savannah Clovers with Hunter Olsen and Artem Baranovsky. Gold Star with Brandon Barnes in goal. Hunter Gibbons, Roddy Green, formerly of Detroit City FC, and last year came off the bench for Chattanooga. Brandon Riddle and Kwabena Boateng, the center back pairing. Jedediah McLeod without Junior Rosero. We're expecting Lucas Berg to play up top. It's his first start of the season. He's played fewer than 20 minutes all season in league games. Dakota Lobsinger, former Michigan Stars in the starting lineup. Vladimir Jokic, good player. In fact, scored Gold Star's first ever professional goal against Savannah Clovers. Quentin Carey, the Bahamian international. And a player that I really like watching, Giancarlo Cañas Harkin, who can help dictate things in the midfield for a Gold Star team that has struggled this season right now, 8 points off the playoff spots.
And taking a look at the Michigan side of things, we mentioned it prior to the broadcast starting up, but I think it's going to be imperative to get Leon Marich going here early on in this matchup. He scored Michigan's only goal off of a penalty kick shortly after the start of the second half last game against Maryland. Looking to get them started early in tonight's matchup.
In fact, against Gold Star, he scores early and he scores late. First meeting of the season, 2-1. Michigan Stars beat Gold Star back in April. He scored at the first minute and the 15th minute. And then, of course, a 90-plus minute winner last week. The stoppage is because there is a drone over the field of play. Well, it's back inside Tatenda Makruva's 18-yard box. So my pal Brendan Goforth, who is commentating with me up here tonight, has had to step into the public address booth to make an announcement for whoever's flying that drone. Please get it the heck out of here.
I repeat, whoever's
We'd like to play soccer, please, and thank you. It's always something. There we go. Drone being flown back over the track now. That might have to do. Yeah, there it is. Drone, go away. Come again when we're not trying to enjoy red-hot NISA action on a Friday night. Other duties as assigned, right, pal?
Other duties as assigned. That's definitely something I wasn't expecting to have happen tonight, but they have left the premises.
Off we go. Gold Star in black, Michigan Stars in white. Kwabena Boateng back in the starting 11 after that just sickening injury that Yaya Cisse suffered at the end of Gold Star's last match against Chattanooga, and our thoughts are with him. We hope that he is back soon. So changes for both sides. It'll be interesting to see how effective the Gold Star attack can be without Junior Rosero. Their top scorer on the season. He's found the back of the net 5 times. Boateng will watch this back to Brandon Barnes, the 28-year-old keeper for Gold Star. He's carved out a decent career for himself as most often a backup goalkeeper in the lower levels of the American professional ranks. He was with Chicago House back in 2021 in Nice, also with Forward Madison and Richmond Kickers. Ronnie Green is onside here on the left. He'll have a go. That's blocked. Only wanted a handball to be called. Call never came. Here comes Hunter Olsen racing the other way. Only Leon Marich up with him right now. Olsen, he's got plenty of pace. And 3 Gold Star defenders back. They make a muddle of things, but it's turned away for a Michigan Stars throw-in.
He took on 3 defenders right there, just trying to absolutely make something of nothing right there. And whew, gave it his all right there.
Hunter's got some quickness. He did not play against Gold Star last time because it conflicted with his rehearsal dinner, which was on a Thursday. Got married that weekend, and congratulations to him.
Yes, of course.
And he is on long throw-in duty here.
And we saw a lot of this last game.
It sails all the way through to Brandon Barnes. He will try and boot this up the left quickly. Roddy Green is there. He has scored once this season. Came from the penalty spot. Three wins, 8 defeats, no draws so far this year for Gold Star. And they have found their first year as a club to be a little bit tricky. Just 1 win in 7. That was over Maryland Bobcats, who just came here the other night and beat the Stars 2-1. Back on June 24th, they beat the Bobcats 2-0. Their other wins, both over Savannah Clovers, the other first-year team. One of the other first-year teams, of course, Club de Leon in the equation as well. Wins over Savannah coming 1-0 and 5-0. Boateng going long, and Makruva easy enough to mop that up.
Yeah, just sailed a little bit long there. Nobody home.
Prosper Figby back in the starting 11. Means another new center back partner with Artem Baranovsky. Ahmed Shaibu Jr., who played at center back the other night, he got sent off a straight red, bringing down Sam Solomon. Denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. That's a 2-match ban for him, one for the straight red, the other because the yellow card that he had received earlier in the match was his 5th of the season, which means an additional suspension.
Yeah, quite a bit of extracurriculars that took place on Tuesday night against Maryland.
Yeah, Ahmed Shaibu Jr. was sent off. Here's Figby having to race back defensively and just marshals that back to Makruva. It's a risky clearance. Found Niels Lelouch, and Shalbad just runs out of space. Lelouch was the midfield sitter on Tuesday. He's moved to left back, neither of which are his natural position. He's a center back by trade from Marseille. Last year played in the lower leagues in Scotland.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see how things develop here for Michigan. Last game, some slow first half play from them. They kind of turned it up there at the first part of the second half, but interested to see if they're able to put together some more quickness here in the first half this time around.
Yeah, Yakov Shmelev won a penalty early stages of the second half, which Leon Marich tucked away. Here's Hunter Olsen in space to advance into on the right with Marich and Shalbad. Players he can aim at in the box. Has to go backwards for Robert Yunchai. His cross will come in. Nobody there. That's a bad scuff by Boateng and put out for a throw-in.
Somehow Michigan retains possession.
Olsen again on throw-in duty. Last one sailed on him a bit, right into the hands of Barnes. Hangs up there a bit better, but one in the air by Brandon Riddle for Gold Star. Shmelev, neat little header. Umina trying to go. That caroms off of Robert Yunchai. Lelouch racing to keep it in. And Gold Star has possession. Terrific crowd here tonight on this Friday. Players from all over the Michigan Stars youth ranks are here with their families. I even saw a bespoke Michigan Stars cornhole set in use in the parking lot before kickoff. That was pretty neat.
I have to talk to somebody, see how I can pick me up one of those.
If you get it, can I pop over and play with you?
Oh, absolutely.
Excellent.
You know, I was just at a NASCAR race in Richmond, Virginia over this past Sunday, and it was pretty cool. They had all kinds of cornhole just sitting there ready for people to come play. It was quite the time.
The graduation party game of choice.
Always.
Here's Kanya Sarkeen, was with Flower City Union last year, scored 3 times. That's a neat ball forward for Gibbons. Hunter Gibbons was onside. Can't turn it into anything. Here comes Ronnie Green, though. 1v1 with Yun Chai. Green twisting and turning. There's the cross. Away by Shalbad to the edge of the box. And Jokic stepped in front of Kanya Sarkeen, who may have been lining up a shot. That's Marriage trying to hold off Brandon Riddle. And no whistle yet, and Marriage now just possessed by Riddle, who recovered well. Wasn't all that dissimilar to how Leon Marriage scored in the first minute against Gold Star back in April. Now that was on the near side of the pitch, and that was him out muscling Boateng on that occasion. Michael Coziara is our referee. Fernando Pena and Marcus Barnett, the assistant referees. Rob Ruda is the 4th official. Andrew Berriman over the ball, and Shmelev ahead of him, no angle to get it to him. That wouldn't find the mark either. That's a stumble in midfield. The ball was loose for some time, but nobody in white able to pick it up.
No, just in that awkward position where it's just a little too far for people to get to.
Baranovsky read that but couldn't pick up possession. Lucas Bird with a touch high up into the air. That's Lelouch for Olsen. Crowded out by Kanya Sarkeen. Tempting to win the ball back, and in the end concedes a free kick.
Yeah, just got a little bit too physical right there. Really trying to get to the ball.
Milo Barton and Nicholas Nicola, the 2 Michigan Stars available outfield subs. Garrett Hogbin is on the bench also, but I don't think he's fit yet. And of course the substitute keeper, Noah Lawrence. Amadou Magosirega, Josh Gant, the former U.S. international, and Albara Al-Soufi, the outfield subs for Gold Star, plus Dylan Ramos, the other goalkeeper. He represents the national team of the U.S. Virgin Islands, has yet to make his first appearance for them, but he has been on the bench on 7 occasions. Berg has that poked away. Here's Berriman. Not a great deal of movement off the ball there for the Stars to attack quickly. Here's Yakov Shmelev. Baranovsky in his 17th professional season. He's come here and done a really nice job. Had some big boots to fill with Matt Constant and Vasilios Zogos moving on after last season, helping to engineer the NISA championship that the Stars won. Here comes Quentin Carey, took that away from Niels Lelouch, who blocks his attempted cross out to the corner flag. Throw in from deep for Gold Star.
Yeah, very imperative for Lelouch right there to get in front of the ball and not allow a scoring opportunity.
Quentin Carey from Edmond, Oklahoma, but capped 10 times by the national team of the Bahamas. Oh boy, Baranovsky and Shalban got in each other's way, and that opened up for Lucas Berger, sends that just wide of the back post. Gold Star thought that came off the fingertips of Tatenda Makruva. In the end, just wide of the mark.
Such a close opportunity there from Lucas Berg. Whew. Just a few inches off the post.
And this is a young man that's played fewer than 20 minutes in NISA matches so far this year, being asked to lead the line against the Stars, the reigning champs.
I'm sure getting a shot out there kind of boosts your confidence a little bit.
Yeah, terrific early opportunity for him. It's Dakota Lopsiger winning that well. Carey scooting forward, but that was played too centrally to him by Jokic. That's a foul. Yakov Shmelev upended at the touchline. And not a booking, just a talking to for Brandon Riddle. Played collegiately at Siena Heights. Down in Adrian, not that far from the border between Michigan and Ohio. Adrian, a very small town with two good colleges in it, Siena Heights and Adrian College, who have every sport you can possibly imagine, including varsity cornhole. Bass fishing, too.
Sounds like a school for me.
And Jokic trying to play in Berg. Makruva comes way out of his goal mouth to try and launch an attack.
As always.
Maric will nod this on. Knocked down by Olsen. Maric will find it again. Yunchai's up there too.
Oh, stolen away.
And Boateng lost his footing. Here comes Barrowman. Maric was the short option, and they couldn't link up.
Just a slightly untimed pass right there. Goes for the way of Gold Star.
Michigan Stars have not tested Brandon Barnes just yet.
No, but they are showing signs of life here in the first half, which is an improvement from what we saw at the first half of their last game.
Yeah, if you remember, especially in the first 45, it felt like the Stars were sending lots of long balls up the left. As a result, they didn't create a whole heck of a lot.
And not able to create any scoring opportunities or develop any plays really once they got the ball down there.
Yeah, there was that one occasion in which Hunter Olsen hit the side netting, and that was about all for the Stars in the first half. Better second half, but the Bobcats had two real moments of quality 2 minutes apart that gave them the win. Maybe Quentin Carey can provide a cross of quality here. Goes around Lelouch, but Makruva read that nicely.
Shut that one down real fast.
Two great goals from Maryland Bobcats 3 days ago. One from Abdou Yam off a delightful Darwin Espinal free kick. And then Malik Tom with what has to be one of the goals of the season in NISA, cutting in on the left and absolutely hammering it into the top corner.
Just a sensational touch.
Yunchai forced backwards. Figby looking for Maric. That comes off of Olsen, who toe pokes it to Andrew Barrowman. Barrowman, good control in a phone booth from him. Trying to escape Dakota Lopsiger, who isn't giving an inch, and he's given that up. It's Kanyas Harkin trying to find Jokic ahead of him.
Thankfully, two Stars were right there to protect. That could have been bad real quick.
Lelouch for Maric. Backline retreating for Gold Star. Here's the run of Andres Shalbat. His cross, that's a decent one, and put behind. Is that off of Hunter Olsen? No, it was off the defender for a corner.
Just a bit north of the crossbar, not quite able to get in the back of the net here, but setting up for a corner kick. Going to be interesting to see what Michigan's able to put together.
Robert Yunchai will look to serve this in. Can he get the delivery right? That's deep. Barnes in traffic. Baranovsky sending that central, headed away by Gold Star. Berriman backing up, beaten to it by Lucas Berg. The chance goes away.
Yeah, you can tell the keeper there was looking for a whistle. Didn't get one.
That was a really good, dangerous ball in from Yunchai. Into traffic. Dare the goalkeeper to make a mistake, and he nearly did. Lelouch in an advanced area. Shalbot able to keep that in play. Central for Marich. So much more space Gold Star giving them than Maryland did the other night. Baranovsky has a go, Berriman has a go, and that's over the uprights. Over the crossbars, I could say. Goodness me. Through the uprights. Well, you knew what I meant.
Preseason did start yesterday.
Through the uprights, over the crossbar. Yeah.
They're close enough.
But really, Maryland on Tuesday, back to the previous point, did such a good job of closing down any space Michigan Stars might have had to work with. And here tonight, so far there's been plenty of it. Can they turn all that space into an early goal? Figby has to head this back. Oh, goodness. Luckily, Makruva was already off his line because Hunter Gibbons was right there to try and make him pay for it.
Almost
Gibbons.
a golden opportunity there from Gold Star.
He played at Spring Arbor. He's a native Michigander. Shalbut. There's that space again, and again the back line dropping off. Here's Olsen. Chance for a low cross off of Boateng and then carry further away.
You make a great point. Last game against Maryland, it seemed like the space was just suffocated against Michigan. They weren't able to develop anything, but so far in this matchup, we're seeing a lot of more open space. The question is, can Michigan capitalize on that?
That's Green for Berg. Foot in from Shmelev. Here's Quinton Carey. Couldn't link up with Jedediah McLeod. It'll thump that forward. Berg had to let it go. He had come back from an offside position. To a big deflection off of Kanyas Harkin.
Yeah, put that big boot out there and knocked it up. Seems like both squads here are really feeling it out, seeing how their strategy is matching up against the other team. I can imagine here pretty soon we're going to see some strong attacks on either end.
It's long for Carey to chase after. Won't get there. Lelouch had the angle right anyway. Niels Lelouch last year played for Fort William FC, the Scottish Highlands, which a few years back had the distinction of being the worst football team in Britain, though Niels is too young to have been a part of that.
That's never a description that you want to have labeled on you.
You know, I'd almost rather be the worst football team in Britain than the second worst. At least you're notably bad in the best possible way, or the worst possible way, depending on how you look at it.
Is that the old thing? No press is bad press.
I suppose so. Well, hey, because they were the worst football team in Britain, I knew who they were.
And
When
there you
they
go.
signed Niels Lelouch, and I started looking through his background, and I saw Fort William FC, and I thought, I think that was the worst team in Britain a few years ago, and I was right. Here's Dakota Lobsiger. Acres of space on the left. Figby heads the cross away. Chance for Lobsiger to line one up. That's a great stop by Makruva. Berg can recycle. Here's Roddy Green. Makruva tips away again. Corner for Gold Star.
Two great shots from Detroit right there, but Makruva expanding his body to both ends of the goal to deny a point.
This will be Lobsiger's corner. Played 24 times over 2 seasons for Michigan Stars. Shmelev heads away at the near post. Still there in the 18. Back with Lobsiger. Might have time and space for the cross. He does. Makruva backpedals. Worked wide by Baranovsky for a throw-in. Lobsiger last year was with Fort Wayne FC in USL League 2. Club in which U.S. national team legend DeMarcus Beasley is very much involved, team president. Carey sending it through, all the way to the keeper.
Makruva's looking quite busy back there.
That's a good direct ball. He loves that to pick out Hunter Olsen. Andrew Berriman seeing a fair amount of the ball in this first half. Figby for Shmelev. Might this find Marich? It will. He goes down to the box. Not nearly enough contact for Michael Koziara's liking, the referee. Now interesting, the referee over to the assistant referee. I think Brandon Riddle, one of the Gold Star center backs, has blood on him. So Gold Star will be down to 10 here momentarily. And Brandon Barnes will send everybody upfield. With Riddle almost ready to come back on. Free kick to the Stars. Shalbad was left down in a heap. Riddle is back on. Good first touch by Robert Yunchai. Cross is blocked.
Couldn't quite get it in there.
Olsen, Yunchai. Well worked. Olsen tried to pull it across, but nobody home at the near post. Just Brandon Barnes.
Stars are doing a much better job at applying pressure this time around, as you can see them continuing.
Berman got spun down there by Jokic. Pops it ahead to Kanya Sarkeen. Here's Berg. And Berg stuck a boot up and brought down Lelouch.
It's getting physical here in the last couple of minutes.
One would expect nothing less. Well, there's certainly been a bit more rhythm and tempo this first half than what we saw on Tuesday.
Certainly. Both teams putting together strong attacks, defending well. Several shots have been taken on both sides. Just feels like any moment here there's going to be one of these that crosses the line and goes in the back of the net. And you know, with both squads being banged up, I'm sure probably feel pretty happy so far with how they've developed.
I think you'd be right, especially Gold Star without Junior Rosero.
It's always hard when your highest scorer is out. Puts more pressure on the rest of your players to perform at a higher level. So far, putting together a complete game.
Yeah, that just ran over the line. Credit Shalbut for that. Didn't give Quentin Carey any kind of space.
No, applying tons of pressure right there.
Bowie and Hogbin should be back soon for the Stars, which will certainly boost their depth. Those are two guys that would slot right into the starting 11. Shmelev's cross to Barnes. Marriage had gone to the back post.
There's not quite enough height on that right there to get to Marriage in the backside.
Here's Roddy Green. Kanya Sarkeen, they're holding off Kotaro Umeda. Marriage couldn't beat Riddle to that. That's well done by Shmelev.
Excellent slide in there.
Umeda trying to release Shalbut. Stayed onside. Umeda stuck with it well there for the most part, but this will pop to Roddy Green. Berg giving kind of a half-hearted chase. Makruva was so far out.
Almost up to the 30 here on the field.
Berman forced back. 30th minute. Gold Star have come the closest to scoring on that Lucas Bird effort that he bent just beyond the far post.
That pass just not quite on the right boot there for Marriage. And now Gold Star in possession of the ball here.
Boateng had to go back to his goalkeeper. Boateng played in college at UC Irvine and made a couple of appearances in friendlies with the U.S. under-20 side against Slovenia and the United Arab Emirates under-23 team back in 2019. So he does have some impressive pedigree.
You know, a difference in the attack here so far today from the Michigan side of things, they're having Thigby take the ball up on the right side a whole lot more than they did last game against Maryland, which had a lot of possession taken the left side.
That's true. You know, when we have seen Ahmed Shaibu Jr. this year, there's plenty that he does well positionally, but he's not really the kind of center back that you're going to ask to run with the ball a ways. Both through to Makruva. It's a good point. That maybe did make the Stars a touch one-dimensional in that first half on Tuesday. Both Baranovsky and Thigby are comfortable with the ball at their feet.
It just seems that they're able to drive the ball farther down this time around compared to last game.
Now Berriman went right through the back of Dakota Lobsiger.
Surely used him as his brake pedal right there, that's for sure.
Yeah. Still no bookings now in the 32nd minute. Here's Ronnie Green on the left, running at Shmelev. He was offside. Am I right in saying the only shot that the Stars have had so far was Berriman going over the crossbar? Maybe they can create something here. Here's Robert Yunchai. Olsen's running on the right. Hits that into Gibbons. Back to Yunchai. That comes off of Riddle. And away by Gold Star.
There was just a Gold Star player in every position that the ball was flying right there. Deflecting one after another.
Carey read that in the air. Jokic steps away from Umeda's challenge. 3 against 4. Pops that to Green on the left. Only Jokic in the box now in support. McLeod's dummy. Kanya Sarkeen can't get it away. A Shalbon went airborne. Yunchai went to ground to block. What a poor ball out from Berriman. Gave that right back to Gold Star.
Faked out one player on the Michigan side, took the next shot, and it was still deflected.
Berg. Kanya Sarkeen. Very little on up ahead for them. Olsen tried to win it back, failed to do so. Thigby gets in the way of Gibbons. And that's going to come back for a foul. Gibbons was pulling it back the entire time. Thigby was grabbing at his left wrist, which I assume is what Gibbons had a hold of.
One would think. Still seeing him holding it over there.
Baranovsky, well weighted for Marich. Olsen goes down, free kick. First booking of the day. To Brandon Riddle. So a chance for Umeda to clip a free kick into the box. Maric and Barrowman, Lelouch, Baranovsky all up there. Figby now too. They'll play for a different angle. Shmelev will send it in, takes a big deflection. Shmelev, well done. At the last gasp, he gets it to Olsen. Umeda looking for Lelouch. Heads that infield, nobody attacking it. Just Barnes.
Again, more pressure applied from the side of Michigan. Just like that, coming back the way of the Gold Stars.
And now Gold Star has a free kick. Kanya Sarkeen was fouled.
It's almost like looking in a mirror right now. Both squads seem to be doing pretty much the same thing back and forth.
There has been a bit of urgency to the way both teams have played. Just need a bit more final third quality. That bounds out for a throw-in right at the corner flag.
Yeah, absolutely nobody home for that one.
Takes a big bounce over Leon Maric, who's left down to the 46-yard line. Boy, Robert Yunchai went to ground there and fouled Kanya Sarkeen.
Yeah, it's a tough one right there. Both players just getting completely tangled up.
Roberts booked. Seven minutes and change left in the first half.
You know, we said at the start of this that both squads are looking to get it started early. Here we are in the 38th minute, and that hasn't really happened yet.
Away by Olsen. Baranovsky got there first. Nicely played. Back to Tatenda Makruva. Bit overhit. But a free kick given to the Stars. Referee just had a pointed word in the direction of Giancarlo Kanya Sarkeen. Anytime you make the referee gesture, that's not a good thing.
Oh, certainly not.
That is through the uprights from Andres Schalbot.
But in the goal, beyond
That surely counts for something, right?
I mean, it's a smaller goal, longer distance. I feel like that should count for two, right?
Yeah, no goals, but it did amuse us up here. Which
Certainly.
Is
I'll give them a spiritual
not
point.
for nothing, yeah. It's great seeing such a big crowd out here in Romeo. As I look down especially to our left, there are lots of young players and their families.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Getting the community together, showing these kids some professional soccer. I'm sure many of them aspiring to be in the same position as these players today.
Now they'll bring this back for a free kick. The advantage was played initially, but when it went away, the referee brought it back.
Coming up on 4 minutes left in regulation.
Trying to hoist that up there for Roddy Green. We'll watch this run over the line for a throw-in. Lobsiger to Makruva. Good catch.
Yeah, it's an easy one to pick off right there.
Clean and easy catch right there on the line. Figby had to get rid of that in a hurry.
He did. Stabbed at it real fast.
Lobsiger for Green. Kanyas Arkeen with a neat little touch. Could Berg keep this in? He can against Shmelev, who takes it away.
Yeah, Shmelev with the steal right there. Able to shut down the attack on Gold Star.
Over to Hunter Gibbons. Gibbons getting forward from his fullback spot.
Sense of urgency here on the Gold Star side as we're approaching the end of the first half. Trying to get a goal in the back of the net to go up 1-0 at the end.
Carey lost out, then sent Lelouch flying. Free kick. It's been a decent spell from Gold Star. Feel like the Stars haven't had much sustained possession for a little while.
Certainly not.
Marich did a nice job there to chest that into the path of Andrew Berriman. But that's broken up.
Yeah, and just nobody there from the Michigan side to pick that up.
Berriman.
From the ground.
That worked well.
Sure did.
It'll find Berriman here. Took him away from goal. Shot on the left foot. Barnes gets down to save it, but that's a shot on target for the Michigan Stars.
From the ground to the keeper.
Figby climbed up for that. Marich chasing. Back to Barnes. He's still in pursuit, the big fella. Given up too easily to Berriman. Marich takes that on the edge of the 18. Robert Yunchai, all the time in the world for the cross. Shalbot brought it down. Umeda. Well played. Yunchai cross blocked and dealt with by Gold Star.
Just not quite enough there from the side of Michigan to get a strong possession.
Lobsiger puts it through, away by Shmelev. One, maybe 2 minutes of added time forthcoming, you would think. Here comes Lobsiger. Berg wide left against Shmelev going this way and that. That's a good little run from Berg right at the end of the half. Oh, the flag is up. It won't count. Roddy Green just in an offside position and the goal is disallowed. And here come Michigan Stars. With Gold Star still so many players up the pitch trying to play this into the path of Leon Marich. Finds him. Marich trying to cut around Brandon Riddle. And that's off of Marich. Goal kick. And Roddy Green is still barking at the AR on the near side.
And you hate to see that happen. Green's not offside there. That's a goal for Gold Star, putting him up 1-0 here at the end of the first half. And a beautiful way to go through the defender there.
Well, he couldn't have been offside by much in this near side AR. Immediately flag up. Didn't have to think about it.
No, did not.
What a great little run from Lucas Berg to get into that position to send the ball across.
Oh, the precision. Going back and forth, right to left. He knew what he was wanting, and he went after it.
Now, Lucas Berg has had a pretty good first half at his first NISA start. Michael Kaziara looked down at his watch. We play on for now. Not sure for how much longer. Here comes Hunter Gibbons. Green racing to keep it in play, which he will. Touch to create space. Baranovsky scuffs away. Carey went airborne. Now Kanya Sarkeen. Will he be given space? Not really. Tried to go around Baranovsky. Umeda cleared. Lobsiger. Anything on for him? Here's Carey onside. That's right to Makruva. And that's the last act of the first half. Well, Gold Star having a goal disallowed right at the end of the first half, with Ronnie Green maybe marginally being in an offside position. And to their credit, Brendan, without Junior Rosero, their leading scorer, they're doing just fine, very much in this thing.
Oh, absolutely. Putting together a strong attack, defending well. Lucas Berg standing out very much to me so far. I mean, it's a killer to have that goal disallowed there at the very end, but showing some really good signs here in the first half from Gold Star.
And Michigan Stars, Andrew Berriman had a pretty good first half for them. He had one shot that was stopped by Barnes, another that went over the crossbar. Halftime on this Friday night here in Romeo, Michigan. No score between Michigan Stars and Gold Star FC. Well, both teams are back on the pitch for the start of the second half here on 11 Sports. 0-0 between Michigan Stars and Gold Star FC. Mason Lowry, Brendan Goforth. Nice to have you along. Start your weekend off right with NISA action on 11. And I think you were right to point this out. That was a more entertaining first half than we saw in the first half on Tuesday when Maryland Bobcats came here and ended up taking out the Stars with all 3 goals scored, and that one coming in the second half. We're just waiting for that little bit of quality to really open things up.
Yeah, both squads are putting together some nice attacks. They're just not able to finish, except for right there at the end of the first half. We had a goal that was disallowed, looked really, really good, but just wasn't able to maintain on the scoreboard. But yeah, both teams are playing with a lot of energy. They're attacking well, just not quite able to finish it. And that's what we're looking for here in the second half.
Yeah, Roddy Green had a goal disallowed after some great work by Lucas Berg to set him up. Michigan Stars have had a few shots from outside the 18-yard box. Only one has forced Brandon Barnes into a save. That's the only shot on goal we've seen so far this evening. I think we are unchanged as we start the second half. And we're back underway. Michigan Stars in white moving left to right. Gold Star in black moving right to left. It's Berriman finding the feet of Leon Marich. That ball just a touch behind Hunter Olsen.
It's going to be very important for both of these teams to get started off quickly here. Try and get that goal in the back of the net. Set themselves up for a strong second half.
Roddy Green, fouled by Yakov Shmelev. The teams again, Tatenda Makruva in goal for the Stars, with Shmelev, Robert Yunchai, Prosper Figby, Katera Umeda, Leon Marich, Niels Lalouche, Andres Chalbot, Andrew Berriman, Hunter Olsen, and Artem Baranovsky. Gold Star with Brandon Barnes, the keeper, Hunter Gibbons, Roddy Green, Brandon Riddle, Kwabena Boateng, Jedediah McLeod, Lucas Berg, Dakota Lobsiger, Vladimir Jokic, Quentin Carey, and Giancarlo Kanyas Harkin. And Shmelev will head this a corner or a throw-in at the corner flag. Throw-in, I think. Or is it a corner? It is indeed a throw-in. Berg tried to buy himself a corner.
You ask for forgiveness, not for permission there.
Indeed. It'll be Hunter Gibbons' throw. Short to Green. Gibbons couldn't get a cross in quickly. Touch behind. Now it's a corner. Off of Robert Yunchai. It'll be Lobsiger's delivery. Kanyas Harkin there if you wanted a short option.
An early opportunity here from Gold Star.
Line drive away by Shmelev. Throw in.
Another low delivery. Lobsiger sent a corner earlier in the first half. Also that was low heading up to the post.
Gibbons long this time. Figby heading away, and then Olsen doing same. That'll be caught by Makruva. Can he go quickly for Marich? Yeah, didn't make great contact with it. Runs into the linesman. The distribution from Makruva that went out for a throw. That's given away. Marich, Olsen's ahead. Marich will have a go himself. Another one that's high and wide.
It's a little strong off the boot there. Going north of the uprights here.
Cannot give the ball away in a dangerous area like that right at the edge of the final third. Lobsiger did well to take two Michigan stars out, Olsen and Umeda. Jokic for Kanya Sarkeen. This is Gibbons, who's up from left back. That's a neat ball. Carey will keep this in. He's got so much quickness, and that's off of Lelouch for a corner. Good first 4 minutes to the second half from Gold Star.
Oh, absolutely. They're attacking well. Putting together some strong possessions. They're just looking to get that one in the goal. Got another corner coming up here from Gold Star. Let's see where he delivers this ball.
Makruva, I think it might have been taken out of his hands by one of his teammates. And Makruva,
wow,
with great balance, able to keep the ball from running while in his hands out of the 18-yard box. And here come the Stars on a quick counter. This is Hunter Olsen running with it, has Lelouch up there with him. He was offside. So that comes to nothing.
Makruva started on one end of the pile and ended it on the other side.
I'd almost like to see Tatenda Makruva play wide receiver or something.
Oh, my God.
Don't you think?
Absolutely.
His hands and athleticism. Wonder if he's got any eligibility left. He could play for Romeo High School.
Or head down to Ford Field. I'm sure the Lions will take him.
Well, training camp, now would be the time.
Yeah, it sure would.
Baranovsky rampaging forward. Nice touch from Shalbad to Berriman. Will find the feet of Maric. A touch for Yunchai. Back to Maric. Maric goes down to the box. That's a good foot in by Lobsiger. And here it comes the other way with Green wide left. Berg ahead of him. Green will take on Shmelev. Now Berg makes a run to the outside. Green back to him. Well played. Berg's shot is wide. Tried to go near post. Had no angle. That was quite a sequence.
That really was, from one end of the field to the other. Do want to point out some excellent passes on the side of Michigan. Heading up to what could have been a shot. Maric just couldn't quite maintain possession of the ball there at the last moment, and then turned into a long, strong attack from Gold Star, with Berg sending it just a little bit north of the net.
Wonder if maybe Robert Yunchai was a little too unselfish there, trying to play it back to his center forward. Maybe could have had a shot himself.
I would agree with that.
Looking for his first professional goal. To keep this in play, he can. Gibbons took it back, though.
Yeah, strong defensive effort there from Gibbons.
Back to McLeod. Former Chicago Fire under-19s player. That's a neat little flick from Jokic. And he's off on his way. Berg will feed it back to him. Broken up and put behind corner. Off of Lelouch.
A familiar sight here in the second half.
Another chance for a good Dakota Lobsiger delivery. He has scored once this year. Jokic of the players available, their top scorer on the season with 2. Baranovsky puts it out for a throw.
Another unsuccessful corner from the side of Gold Star, but they maintain possession.
McLeod given space. That sailed on him. That did go over the line. Makruva went quick for the Frenchman Lelouch. Only Milo Barton, Nicholas Nicola, and Garrett Hogman available as outfield subs for the Stars. I think Olsen would have been onside, but that line drive never checked for him.
Yeah, Barnes just came up and secured that ball.
We'll find Jokic in a good spot. Green. Can he get one away on his right foot? Yes, he can, but it's blocked. That's off of Baranovsky. Well, you see some of the fans we talked about earlier. Best attended game of the season to this point.
Yeah, great showing from the community. Coming out here, enjoying some Friday night soccer. They've got a good game on the pitch to watch.
Yeah, narrow margins in this.
Certainly. Not too different from their last showing, which ended in 3-2 extra time goal.
Well, hey, 5 goals in the last 35 minutes. That would be something.
That certainly would be. I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Jokic left that for Lobsiger. Berg had it poked away by Artem Baranovsky. Here's Hunter Gibbons. Carey.
Very strong first 11 minutes here of the second half for the side of Gold Star. Applying a lot of pressure, several corners. Just hasn't quite been able to finish like we started the second half talk of. Just looking for them to finally get one in the back of the net. They're getting a lot of opportunities.
Milo Barton is set to come on for the Stars. Carey got inside of Lelouch. Carey is so quick. That's a good ball to the back post, and Berg just a half step away.
Again, so close on the side of Gold Star, not just quite able to get to it. But Carey showing some strong athleticism there on the right side as he takes the ball in.
And it's Robert Yunchai who will come off for Milo Barton. The son of Warren Barton, former England international. Formerly of Wimbledon and Newcastle United, and now TV commentator with Fox here in the States. And he is here tonight. I saw him earlier talking with George Yunchai. I know he was here earlier in the season as well, working with the Stars fullbacks. I mean, hey, if you're Yakov Shmelev and Jacob Campbell, who's currently injured, and you get a chance to learn from Warren Barton, you take it.
Oh, absolutely.
Olsen tried to ping that off of Brandon Riddle. Didn't quite work. Milo scored the goal that won the Great Lakes Region Championship in the Nisa Independent Cup. Nice center in the 117th minute. Then assisted on Anthony Bowie's equalizer, made it 2-2 when these teams met last Thursday. Not enough on that. Nor that from Shalbad. Looked up, saw a keeper off the line. Thought, why not?
Yeah, but Barnes just so casually lifted his right leg and stopped that one. Making it look easy.
Well, you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the Mega Millions, I suppose.
True that.
Gold Star was offside. And that annoyed Prosper Figby, I think, because he played a pretty decent ball up ahead into the attack. But offside isn't really something you're going to play the advantage on. Baranovsky. Olsen's up there. Olsen finds it. Can't keep it down. Brandon Barnes took a good angle to that.
Yeah, very difficult position right there with the keeper coming in so close. Could only go really one direction and just a little too high.
And Nicholas Nicola will come on shortly as well for the Stars. Berg pressing Makruva, who always looks so cool and calm in a crisis, don't you think?
Oh, 100%. It's shocking to observe. He could have two tidal waves coming right next to him, and he's just there reading a book.
Well, watch him for much longer, and you won't be surprised.
That's a fair point.
Straight out of play from Kanya Sarkin. You admire a keeper who is willing to play the way that he does. And Nicola will come on for Niels Lelouch. So his night is done in the 61st minute. And that would maybe mean a return to left back for Andres Shalbad. My guess would be the hope was, from the Michigan Stars perspective, that they would be a goal at least ahead right now and they could rest Leon Marich. That's a poor touch by Figby. And here comes Lucas Berg. He's had a really good night for Gold Star, but he stood up there by Baranovsky. Find its way back to Giancarlo Kanya Sarkin. Jokic for Quinton Carey. Jokic continues into space. Blocked out for a throw-in off of Shalbad.
Imperative defensive showing right there on both ends of that. Able to keep Gold Star from progressing their attack. Now looking for a throw-in.
Offside. Josh Gatt has been on a warm-up run for Gold Star. Wonder if we might see the former U.S. national team player at some point. Marich heading it on. Olsen gives chase. Gibbons puts that out for a throw-in. They share a former USL League Two club in Toledo Villa, though not at the same time. In fact, I believe Hunter Gibbons played with Villa during their NPSL days before joining USL 2. Olsen was with them 2 years ago in 2021. Had a really good summer. And he's had a really good season so far, his first year as a pro for the Stars. It's his throw in here. Missed Figby. It bounces over Milo Barton. Well, that happens on turf sometimes, you know.
Yeah, neither Stars player able to get there. Collect the ball. Now Gold Star taking it down.
Good ball by Green. That's behind Kanya Sarkin.
A good interception right there.
Barton. Can Nicola keep it in? Yes, he can. 1 against 2. Pulled that back to where Marich was. It'll find him. Set up by Umeda. Here's Nicola. Nicola with a shooting chance. Oh, it's off the inside of the post. Olsen's follow is blocked. Corner.
A matter of inches right there on the shot from, oh, my Lord.
Well, you know, we said on Tuesday with Nicholas Nicola when he came in the second half, he does a lot right. He just needs a goal. That is as close as he has come.
That is as close as it's going to get without going across that line. Can that invigorate this Stars attack here? Got a corner coming. But a good sequence of events there for the side of Michigan.
Barton will swing this in. Now we're good on the referee's whistle. It's quite deep. Too deep.
Yeah, too much length on that. Just no player able to get to where it's at.
'65th minute. So Gold Star put one just wide of the post in the first half, and now Michigan Stars have hit the post in the second.
One of these has got to go in.
One would hope. One would think. Kanya Sarkeen. Neat ball for Ronnie Green. Does well, turning Figby inside and out. That's off of Figby. It's a corner.
Another corner coming up for Gold Star here. Seems that they've been living on the corner here in the second half.
Josh Gatt will come on now. The number 69 replacing the number 25, Quinton Carey. Just glad to see Josh Gatt out there again. Has had several knee surgeries that really stalled his career. He was lightning quick in his young days. Berman couldn't quite get there, and that's the smart thing from Jedediah McLeod. Just hoof that out the ground.
Yeah, eliminating any possibility of a of a break there for Michigan.
Berman heading it on. That's neatly played by Marich. And Barton trying to get this through for Nicola. Gibbons, good defending.
Yeah, Nicola tumbling to the ground there, but no whistle.
Been more fluid, the Stars in the second half. Barton
Certainly.
almost got Nicola. Boateng stepped in the way. Berman, though, has won it back. He's got options. Nicola being one. Back to Umeda. Can he find shooting space? Yes, he can. Takes a deflection, and Barnes got his body behind it.
Yeah, that deflection just slowing the ball down significantly right there. Barnes able to identify where it's at and collect it in.
Green stays on his feet against Shmelev. Here's Berg. Gibbons running ahead. To Kanya Sarkeen. Couldn't clip it through. Nobody up for the Stars. Jokic had Josh Gatt making a run at the touchline. Didn't look his way. Cushioned header back to Barnes.
Yeah, Baranovsky looking for Olsen right there, but not quite able to connect. Maric daring a mistake to happen right there. Just waiting.
He's good at that.
The stats would tell you so.
Green went long again. And Berg, well, he was teed up near the edge of the box, but that is straight at Makruva. Great distribution to find Barrowman in his stride here on the right. Gold Star with numbers back. Olsen's made a good support run on the right. Centrally is Barton. He'll line one up. That's closer.
It is closer, but still a foot or two a little north of the crossbar there. But just as quickly as it went to one end of the pitch, right back to the other.
Good second half. A lot of end-to-end stuff.
Absolutely, and as we hear through 70 minutes, looking like it might just take one.
Gat with a thumping header out of play. Shmelev struggled to control that. Lobsiger wasn't too far away. Easy for Makruva, way too close to the keeper. Gat's run was from wide. That's nice by Nicola to get anything on that and to put that on the forehead of Leon Maric. Couldn't return the favor, though. One back by Gold Star. Roddy Green has had a really good game. Had a goal disallowed late first half.
Oh, good pass from Lobsiger.
That finds Berg again. Berg no chance to cut in for a shot. Lobsiger worked wide to Gat. Gat with a shot on the left foot. That's off the head of Baranovsky. Another corner for Gold Star.
Yeah, good deflection there from Baranovsky. Yet again, another corner coming up for Gold Star. Looks like Lobsiger is going to be the one to deliver again. So far, the Stars have defended well off of these corners, especially here in the second half.
As Figby winning the initial ball, Umeda putting that out for a throw. Michigan Stars have made their really two available outfield subs. Gold Star with the one change. Gat coming on for Carey. That was risky. Even by Tatenda Makruva playing it out from the back standards. Olsen got caught standing on the ball, trying to play that into Shmelev's path, then goes to ground, concedes the throw-in. Good tackle.
Oh,
Umeda.
yeah.
And Nicola, that was behind Marich. Nice effort, though. That's over the line. Could see that from up here.
Lucas wasn't stopping, though.
You play to the whistle.
Absolutely.
Always. Always. Well, Barton was taken out, but he did win the throw-in.
Yeah, sacrificed his body there, and you can tell he's feeling it.
He's been out injured for a long time. Has to be thrilled just to be involved again.
And he's back down on the pitch. Not what you want to see.
Well, that would be a problem. If Milo could not continue, I don't believe there is anybody left that could replace him.
Well, that would pose a problem on the side of Michigan.
Yeah, there'd be a man down. Back to his feet by the trainer. Stuart Flaherty, one of the Michigan Stars coaching staff, is calling Nicholas Nicola over for a quick word. And I think that might be all for Milo Barton. Well, perhaps not. He went over to the bench to get a water bottle. Trying to keep what looks like that right knee steady, perhaps. And now he's back on. Well, that's good to see.
Yeah, you'd like to see that. Able to push through some pain right there and get back on the pitch. Certainly don't want to see the Stars go down a man here.
Nicola finding Barton. Just kept it in. Josh Gatt lost his headband.
Oh, he's got it back.
Was able to reapply it while on the move. Impressive.
A man of many talents out there on the pitch.
Shalbot trying to thread the needle and couldn't. Good defensive work by the 17-year-old Nicola.
Yeah, going to send that out for a throw-in for Gold Star.
Ganya Sarkeen got fouled. Well, you know, Garrett Hogbin is stripped over there with his boots on. Well, maybe we'll see him come on. The hope was that he would be healthy and fit again for their upcoming trip out to California on the 17th and 20th of this month. Their California swing. They'll play at LA Force, and then I'll be in San Diego. And he is now back under the tent and had to put his penny back on, I think. False alarm, perhaps.
Probably not looking to get put into this match tonight.
I would think so.
Give him a few extra days to rest and get healthy.
Ooh, Berriman let out a yell as he tried to stop himself and nearly went down. He's all right. Out to Berg on the right.
Had so much space, but still wasn't able to maintain.
Shalbut tried to play that for Marich's run. Let out a yell when it didn't find the target. Jokic for Lobsiger. And now Gat.
But taken away.
Good. And a Stars throw it.
So if that doesn't get picked right there, Gat is off to the races.
Andres Shalbut has had a good game. That's a great ball, too, for Hunter Olsen. He's got support now. 4 other white shirts around him. Barton was to his right. He's fouled. And a booking for Giancarlo Kanya-Sarkeen. Sarcastic clap in the direction of Michael Koziara.
Can't imagine he's happy about that one. You saw Olsen try and pick that up and go for the quick kick, and the yellow comes out.
Well, this is from a solid 30 yards away. Umeda and Barton.
This could be an opportunity here on the side of Michigan, as we're through 81 minutes here in the second half, or 81 in the total match.
Seems like one for Milo Barton. Well, it'll be Umeda instead. That's a good try, and all Barnes can do is put it behind.
Yeah, not a clean collection from Barnes right there, but just enough to shove it off and keep it from going in. Looks like Barton's going to set up here for a corner.
Referee wants a word with Prosper Figby and Roddy Green. With Big Leon looming over all of them.
He's a big man out there.
6'5" and imposing.
That's the word, imposing.
Not everybody who's quite tall is imposing. I'm 6'3", and nobody's afraid of me.
Well, I'm 5'9", and I can assure you nobody's afraid of me.
Barton's ball headed out by Gat. Berriman scuffed it. Marich would have been offside.
Another opportunity there from the Stars, not quite able to capitalize. We remain scoreless here through 83.
Offside. And back about 5 yards. Marich's layoff was read by Gold Star.
Yeah, Gat with the denial right there.
And Gold Star will make a change. End of the night for Lucas Berg, who's done very, very well. And Amadou Magosirega will come on. .6'4" center back. Shmelev read that. Olsen back for Shmelev. Nikola, good flick. Marich nearly there.
Yeah, timing not quite perfect there. Getting it to Marich, just a little bit off. Now Gold Star in possession with the ball, heading back up.
That's a neat little ball. And then the layoff from McLeod to Green. Straight through to Figby, though. Green has it again. Step over, down the line against Shmelev. Figby over to cut off the lane. Easy for Makruva to cover. Berriman had backpedaled into space. He's running it McLeod. Nice job sliding it through and to central. Olsen was trying to curve his run but couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, that ball just needed to get a little bit farther to the right to get to Olsen. As you mentioned, just a little bit too central, not quite able to get to it. Barnes on it first. That's good defensive effort there by Baranovsky.
That's perfectly played. Into the stride of Hunter Olsen. Olsen's shot curving away and into the side netting.
An almost perfect play right there. Olsen, the ball curving just a little bit to the right. Coming near side here and just not quite able to get into the back of the net. Still scoreless here with only a handful of minutes left in regulation. You can imagine there's a sense of urgency starting to build on the side of both squads here.
Certainly. Can either side create the one scoring chance that they need? Maybe it can be the Stars. Olsen, that's well behind Nicola. Nice hustle to get to that ball at all, but had no chance of keeping it in play.
Yeah, just no other Stars player able to get to it there.
Gibbons was trying to scoot a few yards too far forward.
Can't blame him.
Certainly not. Yeah, free kick to Gold Star. The referee initially pointed the wrong way. Had to go back to Barnes. And Nicola chasing after him this time. Maybe forced that little miscue. But Kanya Sarkeen and company back in possession. McLeod is pursued by Barton. Barrowman's won it. Has Marich to his right. Barrowman may try and do this all by himself. Andrew Barrowman. Barnes did well. Back to Barton. Can he shake loose for a scoring chance? He's pulled down by Boateng. Free kick. 89th minute. In shooting range near the edge of the box.
Could this be the one that sends the Stars up 1-0? Berriman trying to do it all right there. That would have gone in.
Contenda Makruva is up to take the free kick, I think. Well, he's run a long way forward. Now he just wanted a word with Kotaro Umeda. Maybe he hadn't gotten his steps in tonight.
I wonder how many steps he wants to get.
Well, Makruva hit that penalty against Maryland Bobcats in Maryland earlier this season. We know he can hit a ball.
Yeah, I'm sure no one would have been surprised if he would have been up there to take the kick.
The wall will be set back 10 yards. Barton and Umeda. Whose ball is it? Umeda through the wall. Good hands by Barnes.
Great placement by Umeda, but Barnes is able to extend the body and get to the ball, keep it from going in the back of the net, and now Gold Star on the attack.
That's Gatt sending that wide on the right. Green with a chance. Never had a chance.
No, you could see his hands over his head. Disappointed with the ball placement going quite north of the crossbar. And now the Stars back on. Not quite able to get the pass.
Board about to go up for stoppage time. 5 minutes. Gatt, it's opening up for him. Josh Gatt, blocked by Figby. Oh, that's good from Milo Barton. Sweeps that into the path of Barrowman. With plenty of energy racing forward. Olsen to his right all by himself. Olsen, can he get the cross right? He opened his hip up just a touch.
Olsen was completely open here on the near side. Just not quite able to get it down enough to get in.
Gold Star's throw that came off of Andres Schalbad last. Good layoff from Leon Marich. And can Nicola race onto this? Barnes came off his line.
Barnes came way up to deny that.
Olsen finding Barrowman. Umeda's up there. Shmelev's up too. Umeda, low cross behind corner.
Yeah, Gibbons wanted no part of that one, sending it off. Giving the Stars a corner here. An extra time. Can this be the one that sends it in for Michigan? We're going to find out.
Barton's there in the corner. Can he get it right? Held by Barnes. Got clattered into by Figby, I think.
Yeah, Barnes went vertical right in the middle of the pile there.
Rubbing the back of his head.
You admire the efforts on both of the keepers here tonight.
It's been a fun match.
It really has.
Only thing missing is a goal. Shmelev nodding that back to Makruva. Just under 2 minutes left of stoppage time.
Going to be a throw for the Stars.
And nearly everybody will head up. Olsen's long throw. Shmelev and Schalbad will be back near the halfway line. Olsen, that's knocked down. Baranovsky had a touch. Another throw in.
Time to try it again.
Stars will reset. 95th minute. Barnes came forward and missed. Figby. Figby, I think, got stepped on. And another dangerous free kick for the Stars. Figby still down in pain.
Yeah, he's feeling that one. This might be the last opportunity here for the side of Michigan.
Yeah, there might be a little bit of extra time added on, but not a whole heck of a lot. It's Olsen and Barton. Barton's ball in. Oh, just wide.
You have to wonder if that's going to be the last opportunity for the Stars.
Might be the last meaningful kick of the night.
That it may.
Barton went flying into a Gold Star player, got a yellow card.
Gold Star with potentially one more opportunity.
Lumped forward towards the box, doesn't quite reach it. That's allowed to drop. Shmelev clears. Berriman goes down, and that's it. So it ends goalless in the Michigan Derby between Michigan Stars and Gold Star FC. No goals to show for this one, but a good effort from both sides, and at points, pretty entertaining soccer.
Oh, certainly. I think there's a lot of energy on both sides. The attacks went well. Lots of corners here in the second half, especially on the side of Gold Star. Just no play was able to be finished completely. But overall, a very entertaining match. I think both squads played well. Ending it here in a draw. Not the best solution, but certainly better than losing.
Yeah, without a doubt. Good effort from Lucas Berg, and we believe his first start for Gold Star running up top.